So this is the name of the farm. This is my friend Vince poultry farm, and it's well run, it's clean, and it's profitable. So this is about 2 hectare farm of poultry, the BYB poultry farm. So that's how they recycle the water from the cages. So far this is 19,000 chickens on this 2 hectare farm. So this is how they monitor the chicks and how many days they are and how many kilos their feeds will be. Like, see here where the chicken has been drinking, because it's changed regularly every 4 hours. So they have monitored every chicken, how many eggs they have laid. But you see, that's how to have a farm, clean and tidy, like the Aussie farming in the Philippines. This video is about a poultry farm here in Bantayan Island. I'm on the way now to see a poultry farm that's owned by a municipal councilor here in Madridejos, Bantayan Island. You know that poultry is now the biggest, as you see, we're passing through one, is the biggest product aside from the dried fish that's coming out of Bantayan as well. In fact, they are now supplying the whole island with eggs. So most of the eggs that we see in the market are usually coming from Bantayan Island, because loads and loads of poultry farm is now being built around here. So we are on the way now to see a poultry farm, to give you an idea if you want to open a business like that from the start to the finish, so you will have a truly understanding of how to run a poultry farm for profit, not for loss. So we are now entering the BYB poultry farm. That's the rest house of the owner. So this is my friend's poultry farm here in Bantayan Island. You see how clean, well managed, and how it's set up. All the dirt of the chicken will just go through, and there's area where their eggs will roll. This is a very profitable business here in Bantayan. That's why there's loads of people setting up poultry farms here. So you see how big it is. So each chicken got their own cage. And they are also harvesting the farm eggs now. You can see in here. This is a big operation poultry farm. And each station is monitored like there. So this is our friend Vince, the owner of the farm, and he's gonna show me how it starts. This is the area where all the chicks are placed. Oh, here you go. Unsa ni siya nga breed, Vince? H&M breed. So all the chicks are on this area. So H&M breed. Unsay ilang feeds, Vince?
Pero may makasakay tayo naman sila yung kagayan. Huwag yung sulod. Ilan na yung natulog ako na una.
And then the next stage is they have the bigger cage. Mga pilay edad ani mabalhin, Bidge?
105 days. Ang may bali na dito.
So 105 days. They are already mature enough to join the rest. 6,000 chicks is this one. So they have already, like, it's a cycle that they do. When they pull out one, they have to double up the number of chicks to replace because some of them cannot survive. So they just have called 3,000 chickens and replace it with 6,000 chicks. Kamoy nagpa-hatch ani nila?
Dili.
Hatch na nila andi eh. So they just buy this already hatch. There you go. Because some of them cannot survive. So you need to be sure that you will replace the one that you already sold as cow. Unsa ipakaon ani Shell nga kuan? Grower? Kana ba? Sige lang na sila kaon. Vitamins. Look at the water that they're drinking. It's already loaded with vitamins.
Buwan, Bisaya na.
Aw. Sabi ko, na may itom na di ka ng kuan. I was wondering why there's another color. But that one's just a native chicken. That they just joined them. Because they're about the same age. Ang usa. So this kind of chicks you can buy about 28 pesos each. One important thing is you make sure the whole place is clean and tidy, so the chickens won't easily get sick. So you can see there's water station in every line of cage. This one is for the chicks. So they are covering them like this. So this is how they monitor the chicks and how many days they are and how many kilos their feeds will be. Like, see here. 140, 3 kilos na. When they 21 days, 23 days.
Ano nung pinasa unang kanang pizza 19 days
19 days to nabilong pa mo siya 2 kilos na.
2 weeks na 3 weeks.
Weeks. So 3 weeks old, that's days. Oh. Then that's kanini siya beans mo na ni 41 kilos.
41 kilos.
Oh, and that's also the kind of feeds that they change from the booster at the start to the mature age that they are, which is now using hot sombrero MD. So from the start until the first week, you have the booster feed. Then after that, until the second week, you're giving them gumbo, 2 different kinds of feeds. And how many kilos? Like 61 kilos for this whole batch. Batch din siya, 61 kilos for the whole 6,000 chicks. So when they reach in their 8th week, the whole 6,000 chicks is 65 kilos. So there, until they reach the second week, 14 days, they only feed hot gumbo. So the 6,000 will be consuming about 104 kilos. And to the third week, this is now October 23, they are now consuming 48 kilos of hot gombero. So you can actually monitor their feed, and look, at 27 days they are now consuming 65 kilos, the whole 6,000 chicks, and with only one kind of feed, the hot gombero. So we will go further. When the rain stop, we'll go to the next stage of chicken farming. So this is the vitamin that you're gonna mix in the water on the chicks to make sure that they will stay strong. Ang yang mixture, the mixture is there stated in the direction for mixing on the pack. So you continue giving these vitamins with your water, mix it up because it's soluble powder until they reach the 105 days. They are ready to be transferred to the mature stage. So this is about 2-hectare farm of poultry, the BYB poultry farm. Ingon bitaw ka? Nga. Lapok pa ni sa una. Di ba imong na-mention? So this is the laying area where you put the chicks after reaching 105 days. And you can see the water system that's for use in here is now on the sprayer where the chicks will just drink from that. I mean the chickens, they're not chicks. So you can see them doing it now. Well, the water will just be open from this bulb, and they are still monitored cage by cage. There's 31 cage per side. So what kind of feeds they are being fed, and their droppings are constantly monitored. So there's 2 people here that the owner has hired to clean up the mess. And also I was able to witness before, but I want to try and find it like this, but the bottom part is tilapia. There's a pond underneath, the chickens on the top, and it's tilapia growing on the side, on the bottom rather, feeding on the chickens dropping. So 2 hectares of chicken farming. He is one of the biggest here in Bantayan Island. So like I said, every station got its water source, and he's still expanding there for further because the whole area is total 2 hectares but not all occupied with chickens. So the wastewater from the chicks, because the water is flowing, be flushed out every day. So they have fresh water every day. Unsa man ni ang mga guwang-guwang na ni? So, like they will be transferring from cages when some of the 2 years old one will be all right on the end, called the cull, ready for selling off. Then they move, depends on their age, to another area.
Ang wastewater dere, ang wastewater dere, mo-connect siya.
So they're managing the wastewater and using it because they're gonna extend to selling garden plants. So all the wastewater from the cages will go on this. They attach, you can see the orange pipes, and it will go to the future garden area. Because that was the plan. Mo na imong water source, Vince. Oh, na deep well. Mo ni ka treatment.
Mano sa ang first
First stage.
stage. Stage. Sunod
Then the second stage of filtering.
Katulo. Filter na.
The filtered water na. And now it's now clean there. So water is
para sa plants.
water plants. So they pump it out for the water, the garden plants. So that's how they recycle the water from the cages. So they're installing those orange pipes that connects from the back cages to here, where it will be treated, filtered off, and ready to be pumped out to water the plants. Very clever idea. So ang inyong yield ani Vince kanang pila ka eggs per day?
87% sa manok, mga
540, 580 per day. Pila ni ka chickens karon?
So 19 pa ni siya, ikaw na po ang kuan.
19,000.
2,000 mga 16.
Oh. So it's now about 19,000 chickens right now. And the next final stage over there, there'll be 3,000 more for culling in the next few months. So there you can see someone is doing the feed. So they're using charcoal and rocks to filter the wastewater from the chicken. They are now they are fed constantly. The middle part is like, this is the wastewater thing. Then you can see the process. It goes to their treatment. Well, they filter the water in 4 stages. From being dirty, next is being filtered by charcoal, rocks, and then it's ready for garden water. So this is the water where the chicken has been drinking, because it's changed regularly every 4 hours. So the front, I will show you that lagi akong kuanon sugaton. There I was told that someone's feeding here, so you can see how they do it. That's one of the boys. Wow. Unsa nga feed dong? This is for laying eggs, layers. This is the layer feed, because they produce 540 to 580 580 eggs a day out of the 19,000 chickens. And then with their monitoring of their egg, they go on the different next cage when the last old ones will be called. And so it's like a process what they do here. So an egg here is ready to pick up, just 3. So this is how you run a successful poultry farming. So per lane of this chicken cage will be about 560 chickens, because it's already pre-counted and their feeds are already estimated. And then after 2 years, after 2 months, they move to another place. Then they will be here until the end, that they will be called the cull, which is 2-year-old chicken, for meat. But some of the buyers of the cull, which is right now very low at 100 pesos per chicken, are still putting those chickens to lay egg. And some of his buyers are still making money out of the eggs before they make the chickens into meat, poultry meat. So there you go. So as they go older, they will be here. So the process is turning around. Very good at doing. Well, I'll have a look here. They are being fed. So you see here, because they're still, they can fit of 1 cage, there's 2 chicks. And this is not the cull's area, it should be there on the end. That's why it's my mistake. This is like not the cull area, it will be on the end where the chickens are already 1 chick per cage. This one, they're still a bit small, so there's 2 in 1. They still can turn around. They are not really so tight or just cage on. They still can move around to get their water right on the front. They can make friends with the other side. And also every day it's checked for anyone with disease, so they can be treated before they get joined back. So like this one is just lying down, so they have to monitor the one that's not standing, or it may be laying eggs, because these are fed with layers. So far this is 19,000 chickens on this 2-hectare farm. The whole land is not used yet. Half of it is used as gardens. Soon, from the treated wastewater of the chicken, the plants will benefit, and there will be a garden place here where they will sell some plants. So they are still extending, you can see. So this is the way. I will have a look on the front. And you can see that the chickens are all very healthy. And I will see the eggs that's been ready to deliver. Fresh farm eggs. And then they will start cleaning up. That's one of the one that's assigned to clean up here on this side is absent. So, because they have lads that got different work. One is the feeder, watering, and collecting eggs, and the other one is just cleaning after underneath. But that's the one on this area where I am is absent. So there you go. Cage 1 already have 16 to 21 eggs. 6 to 21 eggs. And unsa ni siya dong? Unsa ni siya pagbasa? O kakakuha na ni? Oh. So they have monitored every chicken, how many eggs they have laid, and how many chicks on this line. This line have 556 chickens. And cage number 14 and number 21 have laid 4 to 21 eggs. So that's how it is set up. You could never smell that annoying smell on some of the poultry that we pass by. And these are the farm fresh egg, ready to go to the market. It's really amazing. So the owner is now extending 2 more lines that will be housing 560 to 570 chickens additional to the lot. And they are clearing more of the 2-hectare land to further expand. And all around here. But you see, that's how to have a farm clean and tidy like the Aussie farming in the Philippines. They got some loads of fruit trees around here. You can see they got guavas and other stuff.